Top-rated Brooklyn workers' compensation lawyer, Kucher Law Group, compensation lawyers. Brooklyn workers' compensation lawyer, attorney Samantha Kucher. Suffered from a workplace injury in Brooklyn? Has a loved one suffered a work-related injury and is now unable to work? Constant pain and suffering, worry about paying bills, and dealing with medical costs don't have to erode your peace of mind. You may be entitled to workers' compensation. There is hope and help available. At Kucher Law, we believe that all workers have a right to compensation for injuries sustained on the job, and we fight for your rights. Contact us today to schedule a consultation with our experienced New York City workers' compensation attorneys. Whether you are looking for a Bronx personal injury attorney, a Brooklyn personal injury attorney, or a Manhattan personal injury attorney, we are here to help. Brooklyn workers' compensation lawyer Samantha Kucher explains New York City workers' compensation. If you've been injured on the job, there are two things you must do immediately. First, you need to obtain any necessary medical treatment for your injury. Next, you need to notify your supervisor or manager so they can report the injury to the New York Workers' Compensation Board, as well as your employer's workers' compensation insurer. You will also need to file Form C3, Employee's Claim for Compensation. However, you don't need to do so immediately. You have 2 years from the date of the accident or the date when a medication condition related to the accident is discovered. Kucher Law helps workers who are victims of workplace injury receive the compensation they deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a workplace accident, it is important to seek the help of an experienced workers' compensation attorney in Brooklyn. A skilled lawyer may be able to help victims of these kinds of accidents receive the compensation they deserve. To schedule a consultation, call us today. What does workers' compensation insurance cover? Workers' comp was created to pay for the costs of workers who have been injured on the job and are unable to work. It can cover medical expenses, lost wages, and even death benefits. An injury can result in thousands of dollars in medical bills. Workers' comp will cover any medical expenses related to your injury if it occurred at work. This could cover everything, from hospital stays to transportation to the doctor's office. Workers' comp can also cover a portion of your wages if you are unable to work for 7 days or more because of an injury. Your benefits will cover 2/3 of your weekly average wage. However, this will depend on whether or not you are considered disabled. Lastly, if your loved one died in an accident at work, you might be eligible for workers' compensation to cover the loss of income. These benefits may be extended to the surviving spouse and children as well as any other dependents in case there is no surviving spouse. When do you need a New York workers' compensation attorney? While your employer may encourage you not to seek out an attorney, that choice is yours. You have the right to legal representation if you have been injured on the job. Many workers choose to hire a New York City workers' compensation attorney to help ensure that they are truly receiving the compensation they are due. At Kucher Law, we work with injured employees to determine the appropriate compensation amount based on critical factors, including costs of medical treatment to date, expected future medical treatment related to the accident/injury, including surgery, any lost wages up to this point, as well as any future lost wages, disability payments in applicable situations. New York City Workers' Compensation FAQs. Help with your New York workers' compensation claim. Workers who are injured at the workplace deserve to receive compensation for their injury. When a loved one is hurt, it can cause emotions to run high in the family. A skilled workers' compensation lawyer may be able to help the victim receive the compensation they're entitled to receive for the injuries they suffered. Contact Kucher Law today for help with your claim and to ensure you get the compensation you are due. Call us now for a free consultation, 929-274-8000.